If you had told a young me that one day I'll be living my best life, traveling the world, making and managing my own money, and living by my own rules, I might not have believed you. But how did this all happen? How did a clueless 20-year-old me find myself where I am today? As a little girl who grew up in a society where women are not taught how to make and manage their money, this seemed impossible. But when we set our mind to something, there is truly nothing we cannot achieve. Now, let's rewind just a little bit. So, it's my birthday tomorrow, and your babe is turning 33. So today is my last day as a 32-year-old, and I'm just reminiscing, and there are just some things I want to talk to you guys about. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I want to do a tutorial on how to achieve a fake scar.
Come and take a walk with me. Challenge your wildest dreams. It's about time we met. I've been watching you over there.
Looking at the life I have now, one thing that comes to my mind is women economic power. Now, what is women economic power? This is something that is very dear to my heart, and it's really because of my upbringing. Okay, I know somehow I don't talk a lot about my upbringing on this channel. I do not have a lot of conversations like say how we were raised or the things we saw truly happening when we were growing up. I feel like this topic actually helped to shape my life. It's made me who I am, and I will explain a bit. If you've been on this channel, you know that my parents are actually divorced, separated, whatever, since I was like 3 years old, okay? And a series of events actually happened to shape me, for me to become who I am today. It's very important to me, and I'm so happy I'm making this video. So today, I want to talk about women economic power. And I'm not saying like women empowerment, because a lot of people misunderstand that term. But for me, the most important empowerment for women is actually for us to have economic power, because when you have that, I believe you have a voice. It gives you a voice, and again, I will explain throughout this video. Now, I got married really early. It's crazy because I did not know what I was doing, and at the time I got married, I did not understand or even know about like economic empowerment, right? At that point, it's not a conversation I've ever had. Obviously, by the time I got married, I was a university graduate, and I also already had my master's. Coming from the kind of family I come from, education is non-negotiable. Like, you truly do not have a choice. You're going to go to school till you cannot go to school anymore. So immediately I was done with uni, NYSC, I got my master's instantly. So yeah, at that age, I was already done with uni, NYSC, and my master's. So of course, as a typical Nigerian, what is next is marriage. And somehow husband found me really, really early, because I met my husband at 22, and by 23, we were married. You know, I grew up in Nigeria where girls were taught that, I'm even lucky to come from a privileged family that let me get my education first before marriage. But in a lot of families in Nigeria, you are thought that marriage is the ultimate goal. And don't get me wrong, if you've been on this channel, you know that I love marriage and marriage loves me, okay? It is something I always advocate for. Yeah, I love marriage. Let's not get it twisted, because that's not the message I'm trying to pass across. Everything I'm saying here, if you've been on my channel, you should already know my views on things like this. So like I was saying, like after uni, I know I tried to get a job. Like I did have a job. I was living in Abuja at the time. I had a job, but obviously I still had family that, you know, was supporting me, my siblings, my parents, like uncles, aunties, everybody. I had like a whole village supporting me. Being employed and keeping a job was not of utmost importance to me. And I should tell you guys, I have told this story on my channel before. I did quit my job just to go and see man. Don't do it. Do not do it. I did quit my job just to go and see man, even though I did truly like the job and I felt like it wasn't the right job for me. It's almost like unconsciously, right? I was making decisions based on how I was brought up, based on the fact that, okay, eventually when I get married, you know, I want a man to take care of me. Working was not really that important to me at that point in my life. Again, like I said, I was getting support from family, and then I also had it in my head that I know I'm going to marry someone that will take care of me. So now the issue with that is that it doesn't always work out. It did work out for me, but it doesn't always work out. And that mentality is what I am truly making this video about, trying to change. I'm going to give you guys a lot of examples and explain further. I know this is a conversation I've had in my household, like I've had it with my husband severally. Like how growing up, my husband will tell you that everything he knows when it comes to how to manage his money, how to make money, just how to handle money generally, everything he knows, he learned it from his dad at a very early age. Like his father carried him along. My husband does business exactly the way his father does business, maybe like one or two differences, but like his father carried him along and he picked up all those things from his dad. But we come from Nigeria where women are usually not carried along in things like this. Nobody ever even told me that I had the option of making my own money. Nobody ever taught me how to even manage my pocket money. Nobody ever encouraged me directly, maybe indirectly. I don't say like it never happened, but like maybe indirectly, but nobody ever really encouraged me to, you know, like try and make money, to aspire to be not just what I am today, but even greater. Yeah, nobody ever taught me that. Let me know if I'm alone, because in Nigeria, we come from a society where women are almost raised to serve men. Women are almost, I'm saying almost because obviously it cannot be the same in every single family, but where women are taught that a man is the ultimate goal. We weren't taught that making our own money and being financially independent is important. And I feel like that is a huge flaw in our society. You know, we teach boys that financial independence is important, and then we teach girls that marriage is important. Again, I am not against, I can never be against marriage. People know I like marriage too much. I love my marriage because I don't want this whole story to be misunderstood. Marriage is important to me, at least, and to a lot of girls and boys. And that's another side of the story. But we seem to believe that marriage is not so important to men. No, it's equally important to men. It's important to all of us. We are literally in this world to multiply, so it's important to all of us, right? But I'm saying that financial independence should also be important to all of us. Economic empowerment should also be important to all of us. Now that I have a daughter, obviously, I'm trying to do better with my daughter. Okay, yes, you can aspire to get married. I seriously don't see anything wrong with that. But you should also aspire to be great. You should also aspire to achieve your personal dreams, your career dreams, your goals. Aspire to be economically empowered. Aspire to be financially independent. Aspire to be like fantastic. Aspire to be like your best possible self, not just aspiring to one thing and totally ignoring every other thing. And the sad reality is that without economic empowerment, we can never achieve gender equality. So I did a little research and I found out that way. I'm looking at it here. Nigeria is currently ranked 125th out of 146 countries in terms of like gender equality, especially in economic participation and opportunities, like in government and workplaces, right? There's a huge gap that we need to close, and it starts with really changing our mindset. When a man achieves something in Nigeria, oh, he deserves it so much. When a woman achieves it, oh, I'm sure it's because of her husband, I'm sure it's because of her daddy, I'm sure it's because of her this and that. Like, it's always hard for people to believe that women can work hard and achieve even more than some men can ever dream of achieving in their lives. Okay, so back to my story. I was telling you guys, I like using myself as an example, that when I got married, to be honest, making money was not not the top of my list. It wasn't truly the number one thing in my mind. I just truly believed I'll marry a man who will take care of me. Even though when I married my husband, I did not have any money. I did not have money, I beg. But I just knew that no matter who I married, like, they would definitely take care of me. And obviously it worked out for me. I am so lucky and so fortunate to be married to a man that takes care of literally 1,000% of the financial needs of both me and my family. Like, I seriously do not have to use my money to do anything whatsoever. But yes, that's where my story gets interesting, because even though I don't have to use my money to do anything, I married a man that takes care of me. It's not stopping me from trying to achieve my own financial freedom, okay? Because now, that's a mistake a lot of people make. I have seen this play out a number of times. You marry a rich man. When I mean rich, I don't mean like my husband, I don't have money. I mean a rich man, okay? You marry a rich man and you just relax. But I keep telling people, a man is not a future plan. He's a now plan. You can use him to secure your future, but like, men are not future plans. Point blank, period, okay? Like, you don't know what will happen tomorrow. You don't know where life will take you tomorrow. Some people lose their husbands. Some people get divorced. Obviously, that is nobody's prayer. Nobody enters marriage with this mindset, right? But we always have to plan for the future. Just like the man is planning for his future. He has money. He's not finishing on his money today because he also wants to have money to spend in the future. So I feel like we should all be prepared for anything to happen. Now, getting married to someone that takes care of my needs did not stop me from trying to achieve financial freedom. And I'm so happy I didn't give up. And I'm so grateful that God gave me a supportive partner, because again, as a woman, this might be the most important thing. Now, Beyonce was Beyonce, but with Jay-Z, Beyonce is Beyonce. Do you understand what I mean? Chimamanda is Chimamanda, but with the support of her husband, she's Chimamanda. I don't know what I'm saying, but like, you get what I mean? If you marry a bad man, if you fall into the hands of an unsupportive partner, just say goodbye to achieving your financial freedom or economic power, because a lot of them would not even want you to achieve that because they feel less of a man for letting you achieve your dream. But this is story for another day. Back to my story. I am grateful that I have someone that supports me. I've told this story a lot on this channel, but I will say it again. I am on YouTube today because of my husband's support. I have grown this much because of his support, okay? He's not telling me, oh, I don't like this video, don't make this video, I don't like your opinion on this, don't do this, because you guys know I have quite an opinion. Adiza and I had a whole channel where we talked about different things about marriages, men and all that. Our husbands are not disturbing us, oh, I don't like your view on this, people will look at me a certain way. No, because they understand, and even though they are men, they are for women. Marry a man that supports women. Don't marry a man that looks at women as beneath them, like a man that belittle women, because that will be the beginning of your downfall. Fun fact, a lot of men actually feel like less of a man when their wives are doing good. It's crazy, because I know in my own case, my husband keeps telling me that he cannot wait for me to blow. Can you become a house husband? Because we still nobody like this workforce. If I'm making $100,000 a day, why is it going to work? Excuse me, sir. We'll sit down and enjoy to employ people to do everything. Like, a woman's economic empowerment should not be a threat to a man, okay? And as a woman, if you have a man that is threatened by you achieving financial freedom, then I'm sorry to say, but you need another man. I'm not telling you, but you need another man, okay? Now, again, back to my story. Yeah, like I was saying, my husband does a lot of things for my family, but there are so many things that having money lets me do for both myself and the people around me. And these are the things that make my life worth living. These are the things that give me joy. These are the things that makes me feel satisfied with the life I'm living and with the person I am. And I believe that if I didn't have my own money, I will not be this happy, okay? You guys are on this channel. You see me do so many different things. Like when I surprise my girls, I remember I bought Chigozie like sewing machine. Oh, that nice and weak. Go and set it up. And gifted her. I always give their families, I give to their parents, their siblings, whoever I can help. I don't say all this things on this channel, right? But you know, even with Uche and her family, I opened a store for her sister. This was like 2-3 years ago. It's been a while now. I opened a store for her sister where she sells things and like trying to make money for her own family. I try to help her mom out as much as I can. Even with Chigozie's family, these are the girls that stay with me. So many things that I could not have just been disturbing my husband every minute. I want to do a charity work. Babe, please, I need money for this. Babe, please, I need money for this. Like, even me, even as a person, if somebody is using me to food their own personal charity, whatever, it will be annoying to me. Okay, obviously sometimes when it's like a huge project, I tell my husband and he contributes, but for the most part, 95% of all the charity work I do with my own personal money, and that is what gives me the most joy. The fact that I'm actually doing it with my own personal hard-earned money. I don't know, I'm just so proud. Did you guys see the way the smile started coming back to my face? Like, it just makes me so proud whenever I talk about these things. You know, even when you see me going on vacations, like when I go on my girls trip, travel with my sisters, my friends, my cousins, like all my travels, I foot my bills myself. I buy my tickets, pay for my accommodation, my shopping money. Obviously, my husband wants to give me small shopping money to add to the one I have, of course, but I foot my bills myself. If I'm traveling with him, or guy, you foot that bill. He foots the bill when we're traveling together. But like, I can wake up, like, I still want to go on a trip this year. I'm not even stressing my husband about it. I'm just looking for who wants to go on a trip with me. Please, if you're interested, let me know. And yeah, I'll just wake up and decide, okay, let's go to this country, and I buy my ticket. Guys, there is joy in it. You need to make your own money, okay? Go where rich people are. Find love. Keep that love to be footing all your bills, but still make your own money, because there is joy. There is this fulfillment that comes from it. You need to be able to make your money, control your assets, make financial decisions, make decisions on your life. Because what happens is, when you give somebody else the complete power over you, financially and every other way, they make decisions that might not even align with your values or what you truly want for your life, but you oblige because they are sponsoring your life. We see that play out a lot of times, and I do not want that for my daughter. I would not want my daughter to end up with a man that controls her assets, her finances, her life, and she will not have a say and not have a choice. Okay, so I'm done with my makeup. It's very natural, very demure, very cutesy. What's the other one? Can't remember. But anyways, that's it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, and I'm carrying my natural hair. This is just like my natural hair. As I was saying, it is very unfortunate, but a lot of Nigerian women still live a life of service to a man, and this is often driven by financial benefits. Okay, for this I am thankful for the family I come from, because at no point in my life have I ever felt the need to depend on another man for my financial benefits. Okay, and what a lot of these women don't know is that when you work for yourself and gain financial freedom, it gives you a choice. You probably not end up with that man that you think you are in love with right now. Okay, it happens to men as well. Have you not heard that when a man makes money, he goes for his true type? It's the same thing for women. You have the freedom to go with your heart and make choices that align with your desires, not choices that align with your bank account. Because money aside, without money being a major deciding factor, a lot of women will not end up with the men that they've ended up with today. That should tell you guys how important it is, again, to achieve economic empowerment. See, there is a joy that comes with it. Like, whenever I get a big check, till date, whenever I get a big check, I used to feel like all the things I've always wanted to do, I just start doing it. All the people I wanted to give money, but maybe I did not have money to give, I would, get that sorted. And again, it helps me to also spoil my husband, who spoils me all the time. So imagine you want to buy a birthday present for your man, you still collect money, which, by the way, I did it the first year of our marriage, if not the first 2 years of our marriage. I did it. I collected money for birthday presents. But now, like, I get to spoil my husband. I normally get like the latest Samsung or whatever, like, phone that he likes at the moment. I can give him things, I'm sure it makes him so proud as well, knowing that I did this with my money and from my heart. I don't know, it gives me joy, it gives me fulfillment, and yeah, I know it gives him joy as well. Seriously, apart from the personal joys that comes from gaining economic power, it also gives you access and a voice in the society. As women, we need to start getting used to these things. We need to start gaining access to education, business opportunities. There are conversations you cannot be left out in now, because you have that money, because you've achieved that economic empowerment. You just cannot be left out. They feel like, okay, you finally have something to bring to the table. We're talking about a different table now, not that table people are used to, but they feel like, oh, you have something to bring to the table, because if you have achieved this, it means that there is something up there, and your voice will want to be heard by many. And let's not lie, without money, it is hard to achieve these things. For example, example, I just started my foundation, the Nelo Okeke Outreach Foundation. Guys, I am Nelo, and I cannot believe that we are finally here. It's been a long time coming, and to be honest, since I was a child, like I've always dreamt about this day. I've always dreamt about what I'm doing now. This is something I've always wanted to do. When it comes to women and children, I consider myself, I want to say biased, but not really, because we're living in a society that women's voices are really the minority voices. You understand? The Nelo Okeke Outreach Foundation is focused on helping women and children in vulnerable situations. Okay, and with this foundation, I truly want women to prioritize themselves, because I'm a mother. I have 3 children now, and I'm the best mom I can think of, but that's only because I prioritize myself. I prioritize my needs. I prioritize my economic empowerment. I prioritize everything that has to do with me feeling good enough to be able to be there for my family. And that is what I want to achieve with this foundation. This might be the greatest thing I have done in my life, and I'm only able to do this because I have money, because I can afford to write. As of now, we are not open to public funding quite yet, because I want to get everything right, at least to an extent, before we can be open to public funding. But then again, I'm still doing it, and everything I'm doing for that foundation, I am doing with my hard-earned money that I worked hard for, and it makes me so proud. That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you guys. It doesn't have to be money to eat in the house. Your husband can cover that. It doesn't have to be money to pay children's school fees. Yeah, your husband can cover that. It doesn't have to be money for rent. Okay, your husband can cover that. But there are bigger things, there are greater things that fulfill our lives, that gives us joy. In my case, this foundation I just started, it's just been so incredible. The journey has been so incredible. I'm able to touch lives. On my birthday, I went on a visitation. I went to University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital. I packed about 100 goodie bags to share to different people. So I shared to women on the streets, like all the people that sell like granite, banana, bole, cook mama put. Sometimes, like when I was buying corn as well, like as of now, I have goodie bags in my car. Depending on when I see a woman on the street, you know, when you just see all these people hawking abacha on the street, you can see how stressed they are. I just want to put a smile on their faces. I give them a bag. It has a bunch of everyday essentials that we need, and also cash inside. And it just makes me so happy. I'm able to do this because I have achieved economic empowerment. I am still trying to achieve even more. I am not rich, have not blown, but with the little I have and the little I've worked hard for, I'm able to do incredible things and do so much more than I ever thought I would. No jokes. I never saw myself where I am today. And it's all because of my hard work. Yes, I have a supportive husband, I have a supportive family, but you have to put in the work. These things I'm talking about, you cannot achieve it without working hard. You have to show up every single day and show out, okay? I am just so happy and so proud of all the things I've been able to achieve because I started striving for economic empowerment in my life, because I started striving for financial freedom, okay? I'm just so happy and so grateful. Like I told you guys, at first, financial freedom was not in my brain. Like, it was not registering, but now I know the importance. I've said I'm so proud like a million times at this point, but I am truly happy and proud of all I've been able to achieve. And by achieving economic empowerment, right, I've also been able to empower the people around me. Fun fact, I'm going to say it now in this video because of the video that I'm currently making, right? I'm saying it now in this video, but few months ago, was it Valentine? I think, wait, it's been a few months, so this was in February. I think it was for Valentine's presents. I told my assistant that we're going to exchange presents for Vals. And I know there's something she's been talking about. She started a business, so she sells thrift clothes, but she didn't have the money to buy the bill and just do a lot of things. And I remember when we exchanged gifts, I just wrote a note telling her that I'm going to like pay for the stuff and just help her to start her business.
Here's the gift.
That's a gift.
Okay, we have a piece of paper.
Finish reading it.
Thank you so much.
Did you like it?
Yes! Oh my God!
which I did. And guys, go and patronize her business, please. I'm going to put it on the screen, put the link, go and buy from her. She has amazing stuff. But these are the things that having money lets you do. I'm also able to empower the people around me. She has a job, she's my assistant, I pay her monthly. Fun fact, she requested for a salary increase last month. I just increased her salary. She said transportation has gone up, Nigeria is hard, and I really understand, so I increased her salary. But that aside, I also want her to be empowered. I also want her to have more money, because we know that having one job is not enough in any part of the world right now anyways. So I also was able to empower her, and I hope that I'm still able to empower her and everybody around me, because I was able to empower myself first. My girls, like my girl Chigoze, she's in sewing school. She has a machine at home. She learns, she goes to work every day, well, every other day, not every single day at least. Uche is currently in school trying to like better herself. Everybody around me have to be empowered. You guys know this thing. That's why I'm so happy I'm making this video, because it kind of aligns with my brand so much. You guys know how I literally dragged everybody in my house to YouTube. Once I saw there was money inside, I'm like, you should not be begging me for money. Come and make your own money. It is very important to make your own money, no matter who you are. I dragged everybody here, and even the people that I dragged, they've dragged more people, and it just keeps going. Okay, it's a chain that keeps going. It's a gift that keeps on giving. If you empower yourself, best believe that it's going to cause like a chain reaction. You're going to inspire people to do the same. And apart from people you inspire, like I want to believe that there are some people I inspire online, because you guys tell me all the time, there are also people that you directly help to achieve their own dream, and they will help another person, and it just keeps going. See, women, gosh, guys, I'm so passionate about women, talking about that. I made a video about this. I don't know if it's up or not, but my foundation is solely focused on empowering women and children, okay, especially those in vulnerable situations, because I know the importance. That's why this video, it just aligns. I'm just so glad that I'm making this video today. It just aligns with everything I've been doing in my life, and aligns with where I am in my life today. Okay, my foundation is about women empowerment, helping women achieve financial empowerment, financial power, financial freedom, economic empowerment, letting women know that their voices should also be heard, helping women out of bad situations, helping women achieve the goals and dreams that they have for their lives. You guys know that when it comes to women, like, it's my soft spot, okay, because like I was trying to tell you guys at the beginning of the video, my parents, I didn't grow up with my parents together, and my mom growing up, like hearing the things she had to go through, it breaks my heart every single day. It's not something I talk about. I've never talked about it. I don't know the day I'll be ready to ever talk about it or speak about it. But hearing the things my mom had to do for money, hearing what she had to go through, like, it is completely heart-shattering, and I don't want that for anybody. Like, I don't know how, but I feel like even without knowing, subconsciously is what led me to where I am today, is what made me to start this foundation, is what made me to always have a soft spot for women, especially when in bad situations. I'm that friend that will tell you that you are in a bad situation, okay? You can hate me for it, but I'm that friend that will always speak up, that will always try to help, and that is exactly why I'm making this video today. I pray and hope this video helps a lot of people. Like when I hear women talk about their life aspirations these days, especially on social media, it breaks my heart, because a lot of these women don't even know the power they have or the kind of power they can possess, okay? We don't know these things. The society doesn't teach us. Fun fact, they don't even want us to know. The society doesn't want us to know, because once you know, that means you already have power. That's the first step to gaining power, and they do not want us having power. Okay, as a woman, best believe you can do anything. You can enter politics, you can enter the finance industry, the entertainment industry. If you choose to even sit at home and not do anything for a period of time, it's totally perfect. I did it as well. But the whole point is that you can be anything you want to be at this point, and we should not limit ourselves, okay? Do things that make you happy, empowered, and fulfilled. Like, seriously, that's just the least you can do for yourself in life. We should not live a life of service to men. And by service, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that cleaning your house is a life of service to men. I would never say that. I'm not saying that cooking for your husband is a life of service to men. I will never ever say that in my life. No matter how empowered I am, I do take care of my family 1,000%. 100%. I will cook for my husband every day if I want to. I'll cook for my children every day. I will clean if I want to. I will cook. I will do whatever it takes to make my family happy. But all that aside, I will also do whatever it takes to make myself happy. Okay? That's just all I'm trying to say. And again, don't forget that with financial empowerment, you hire a cook, you hire a cleaner, you hire a chef, you have help, you have drivers. You see what I'm saying? It benefits you in the end, okay? Like me right now, I know they clean. And there are things you cannot catch me doing. I have people I pay that do all those things, okay? We seriously need a shift in the gender norms that have been holding us back in this part of the world. Like, there are so many positions that a woman cannot even get because she's a woman. Those are the things that actually piss me off. Those are the ones that annoy me. A woman and a man will do the same work, the exact same work. In fact, sometimes a woman will even work harder, get better results, but because she's a woman, the man will get the praise, the man will get more pay, and then the woman will just accept whatever she's doing because she's a woman. If you talk too much, they say, oh, you're nagging, oh, you're ungrateful, oh, you're this. Should you not be at home raising your children? You should be lucky we even paid you at all. Those are the things that annoy me, and these are the things that we're trying to end, because the more women with money and more women with power, then the more voices women will have in this conversation. So you guys know that money speaks. Let's not lie. Money talks. When they say money talks, okay? So have you guys heard this thing that this song pisses me off? Now I'm talking about the things that piss me off, okay? Have you guys heard this thing that, oh, as a woman, if you make more money than your husband, you submit your salary, your husband is the head of the house, he will, oh my gosh. I actually know people that, that say they've submitted their salaries to their husband at some point, or they submit their salaries. If you have a man that is okay collecting your salary because he's a man, you are in the wrong hands. I mean, this case might be different for some people. The man can actually be doing it for the good of the family. We get that, because there are also men. I know men that once they get paid, they give their wives the home money because the woman is a better money manager or something. If your husband is better at managing money, or you as a wife, you're better at managing money, then yeah, that's fine. But it's submitting for the sake that he's a man and he's the one that should hold money or have money, or when you go out, when you pay for stuff, they won't tell you, you're supposed to cover shame for your husband. You're supposed to make it look like he's the one that paid for it. Those are the issues. These are the things we're talking about. It's almost like it's not okay for a woman to have money. It's not okay for a woman to be this independent. It's not okay for a man to struggle. It is okay. All these things are normal. Even sometimes in a marriage, when a woman buys a car for herself or something, they make her register it in her husband's name, because married women know they get assets. See, guys, we have a long way to go. And whenever you see any injustice against a woman, even as a man, let us try and be speaking up. If we can all raise our voices, at least let these issues even come out in the open, then we can start from there. In many cultures in Nigeria, women are still refused the right to inherit their father's properties or their husband's properties. Imagine being married to a man for 20 years, 30, 40 years, the man passes away. Because you're a woman, you get absolutely nothing, even though you helped this man build everything. You see why it's important to also build yourself. As you're helping a man build himself, I help my husband every day build himself, but in return, he helps me as well build myself. It has to be a give and give situation. That's really life. You don't sacrifice everything for somebody for 40 years and you have nothing to show for it. Trust me, that's the most heartbreaking thing that can happen to you. The earlier you realize it now, the better. Invest in yourselves as women. Invest in your happiness. Invest in your empowerment. Just invest in yourselves. Anyways, I feel like I've covered everything I want to cover in this video. If there is one takeaway from this video, it should be to continue the conversation. As parents, as women, as friends, as colleagues, as whatever, we need to change this narrative. We need to keep this conversation going, so that one day at least we can proudly say that we lent our voice to this and it's finally happening. And I hope and pray that it happens sooner than later. We need to educate our daughters, educate our sons, because they will be the men of the future. Okay, educate your daughters that they can achieve anything. Educate your sons that it is okay for a woman to achieve anything they want. We need to support each other and advocate for the changes that will give every Nigerian woman the power they deserve when it comes to economic power and freedom. When a woman is happy, everyone around her is happy. You know that, I know this. So let us keep the conversation going. I love you all. Let me know what your takeaway from this video is in the comments. Please, I want to continue this conversation in the comments because this is something that is so dear to my heart, so important to me. Let's continue the conversation in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next one.